What's up everybody, Andy here again from CryptoComparer.com, bringing you another cryptocurrency video. So in today's video we're going to talk about some of the new promotions that some of these casino dapps are running, talk a bit about the dapps wars that happened at the weekend, and some of the failed launches as well. So yeah, let's crack on. So Tron Dapp, so obviously a lot of talk going around about Tron Dapp and 888 and the kind of manipulation of people thinking obviously the whales from Tron Dapp deliberately pumped up AA and 888 so they could sell a coin, so then they could dump the coins right before this Tesla launch. We never know. We're in a kind of unregulated marketplace, decentralized marketplace. It could go on. I'll be honest, I sold on my ante a while ago when the market manipulation first started happening, the price of ante on Tron Trade when they launched it on exchange. But I have been having a little go and trying to see if I can try my luck, see if I can get one of these wild joker cards or win a Tesla Model 3 or the cryptocurrency equivalent. So you can see here, what I've been doing is basically just playing ring. Let's say it's not worth mining them anymore. You've got to have a minimum bet of at least 100 to qualify for the event. So obviously we can see here it's red. There's a hash, I don't know, so we can see, I don't know, we'll put there in gold, say, yeah, so then there's the minimum of the 100 bet. And then depending on how much you spin, you'd get a card. But a lot of people in the Telegram groups are saying that there's no structure to it. There's no certain amount. You can spend a lot of money in order to get just one poker card, or you can buy 10 for 100 Tron. So obviously I've been doing both. I've been buying them. So there we go. So we just want our money back really. So that's all I've been really doing to build it up. So I've been buying them, and I got the occasional one or two. But like say in our profile I'm level 13, but level 15 I think you need to have bet 445,000 Tron. I was never going to do that. I lost track of this game a while ago. You can see, like you say, look, we have like 8 ante, 9 ante, that's it. We have nothing. I'll sell them on Tron Trade. I'm only really seeing if there's anything worth on this. But if we reveal all, it's a good little game, to be honest. You can see there's no wild jokers. So we go here, so you can see 2 of the Teslas have been won. Now this is meant to be running to the end of the month. 2 Teslas have been gone. And these wild joker cards, if you get them, it's 100,000 Tron. But all these guys seem to be whales. There's the odd few people who've won a bit, but the majority of these are whales. You can see it's the same wallets that are winning. So yeah, let's try your luck, guys. Obviously be cautious. You can see we've got all them tokens, so we can get that, so we can trade that, and we've got 100x, 160 Tron plus 20 crowns. So you can actually buy your way basically. We're not really got any more, have we? Let's have a look. No. So then you can actually sell some as well. So you can sell some of these lower end ones. So we sell 20 of them. Oh, say I don't know, sell 30 of them. It's 150 Tron. There we go. And then we can buy back. We've got 70 crowns. But if you look at some of the crowns, look at these whales to see. Look. The main whale guy, they were all people who was winning the 100,000 Tron before. So yeah, take this with a pinch of salt. As for the dividends, all this manipulation over the weekend, 7.7 million in dividends. It's okay, but obviously you need a lot of money now in order to get some sort of Tron back from these. And you can see we're on stage 7.7 now, so there's about 77 million of them have been mined. 63 million of them frozen, so there's a lot in circulation. We'll have a quick look at Tron Trade a second, and we'll jump on to 888. So it's actually, the thing is with ante's prices stayed around about 24, 25. Okay, you could mine it. I think it costs you a lot more to mine this now. You can see the 888 price. This has crashed. Obviously, it was deliberately tanked. If we zoom out, I bought some at 11.3, but I've also bought some at 20, if I'm honest. So if we go on the hourly, you can see just the crash. It was at like 30 Tron when it first done. This is when it was going up to the 200 million dividend day, and then we just dropped ever since. It's starting to find a bottom now here around. Hopefully it'll find a bottom around about the 10. As long as we can stay, there's some buy orders coming in now. As long as we can stay above 10, then we can carry on. The thing is though, if it costs 10x, 10 Tron to buy, it's roughly costing about 24 to 28 Tron to mine a 888 token. Oh, didn't know that was running. So yeah, a lot of the people, if you know how to play it, there are obviously gamblers playing on 888, but you can actually it's cheaper to buy the coin and then just either trade the coin or freeze them for the ante, the 48 hours. Yeah, so on to 888. I've not really been playing dice at the moment because it is cheaper to buy them than to mine them. I have been doing a nightingale, martingale, sorry. Nightingale's a bird, martingale on here. So basically, you can lose a lot of money. So don't follow what I'm doing. It isn't financial advice, like I keep saying. Do your own homework and due diligence. And basically, I've just been doing ×2 on this at 50, getting 100 Tron, walking away. If I've lost, I'll kind of double up. But before, it was getting to about level 4 or 5, where it was costing me 800 to win 50 back. See, obviously, so. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. And then the crypto slots is okay, where you can just mine that. But the game's a bit basic, if I'm honest. I tend to just play on these and hit it and walk away. Although we go like 90, 60 with 10 Tron down and 10 Tron on the other. If we have a quick look at the dividends, you can see it's nearly, what we're on, 14 hours left. It's on 4 million, so probably gets about 6 or 7 million, which will be the same as ante. Obviously ante's is 24 hours, this is in 48 hours. After all the Dapps wars that went on at the weekend, all it's really done is drop some of the price, drop the price of the dividends. You can see we're still early stage, 121 to, so it's basically 21 million. There's 21 million's been mined, and 19 million of them are frozen. And that's obviously because a lot of people took the coins out to go into another casino that we'll talk about in a moment. That failed to launch for the 3rd time now. Obviously the divs are not that good at ante anymore, so people are actually freezing it and just collecting their daily dividends, and obviously the price will go back up. So yeah, you can see we've got about 1200 now. I've just been buying them in 100 blocks with my dividends every day, so I've just been buying, trying to get them at 10 or 11, get them for 1,000 or 1,100. So we got that to go. So yeah, that's decent. It's still doing its thing. 888 have said that they'll look at freezing the coins further down the line. And also, if those of you who follow them in Telegram, they're actually listening to community now. They're trying to see what they can do to get the play, win the plays over, win back some of the trust, which people think's lost, but it wasn't down to them. It was down to Wales from Tron Dapp manipulating it. But yeah, 888 Tron they're going to be bringing out some new games. They're going to be buying back the tokens as well with some of their own cuts and burning some of the tokens, which is really good. So yeah, I wouldn't give up on 888 just yet. I do see a future in 888. Don't think it's going anywhere. The one that I've been playing a lot on is Tron, and we have done a video about this. Those of you who search Tron in YouTube or Tron Dapp, you'll see the video coming up high anyway. So yeah, we've been playing a lot on this. And the good thing about this is it can't be auto-mined, so what happened to 888 can't happen to Tron. However, you do have to sit at your computer and play, so just have a go when you can. There's 100 million of these. We're on stage 6 at the moment, so it means 6 million's been mined. You can see the cost of one Do token is nothing. It's only 44 Tron for one Do token. Okay. They say 100 million, there's 60 million that'll be mined, so it's only like 10% have been mined. Obviously the referral links here, decent commission on referral links. Obviously there is a link in the description below. Anyone who does use that link is much appreciated. It does help the channel progress. And then if you look at our dividends here, you can see we've got 3,800 due, which is a decent amount. It's still early days for this token. It's not on any exchanges yet. They've not really done much marketing. The game's only been launched a week, and there's 6 hours left. The dividend pool's at 1.4 million, which is good. So we're on 781 at the moment. We'll probably get around about 1,000 Tron. So what I'm trying to do is make sure we can stay in line with inflation and get 1,000 Tron every day. Keep hold of the tokens as well, could be worth a bit further down the line. They've got games coming out as well, like a dice game as well. They're looking at launching this jackpot. Obviously, they've put in a Telegram group, they're going to reset this jackpot. It's unrealistic to hit this jackpot now because you have to go through 22 rounds. So if I just show you what you basically do, is you end up each time you start, you end up with a high and low deck, and it's 52 cards. So obviously you're only ever using the 52 cards, you're not using it with anyone. So there's only obviously 4 4s, 4 3s, whatever. So we play the odds in our favour and go higher than the 4. And we got an 8. No, 8 can be 50-50. No, you can decide if you wanted to go higher or lower. You can see the stats here based on everybody else's, but that doesn't really do anything because it's your own unique deck. So you're playing the odds in your favour. What I tend to do if I hit a 8 or 7, I just cash out. So we got the 100 and we got 22 Tron fun off in there. And obviously if you're mining another token, then that pays for your transaction fees as well. Still very, very early for this game. The jackpot's going to be reset from Saturday, so they're going to make it more realistic based on the rounds, because you can't hit 22 rounds now. It's near impossible, and the odds as well is near impossible. Nice little jackpot though, so we'll see what they do with that jackpot, because if no one can hit it, then they should obviously roll that over to the next round on the Saturday. Link in the description for Tron. Bankroll doing its thing. If we just refresh, I haven't put much in Bankroll, I'll be honest. I sat on the fence with Bankroll, but from what I've heard off other YouTubers, I am going to put more money into this. And then the contract is solid. They do take, obviously 15% gets deducted. A lot, 12.5% goes back into the contract balance to obviously keep the contract ticking over. 1.5% goes to the developers of Bankroll. 1.5% goes to the referral who's referred you. Again, there is links in the description below. We do give some money back for people who use our sponsor links. Just let us know in the comments, and we'll send you 100 Tron back. Obviously, you're gonna get 3.3% of that for the length of the contract. But yeah, they're bringing out a thing called Bank Luck or Luck, and they're going to do a kind of non-profit casino, and it's going to feed into this. Now, what they're basically going to do, it'd be like a coin flip game, heads or tails, 50-50. If you win, you double your money, you can cash out. If you don't win, what happens is the 12.5% fee from this would go into your sponsorships. So instead of losing 100 Tron, you'd lose 87.5 Tron. You'd have 12.5 Tron there. So obviously then what you'd do when you roll it, you'd actually put your 12.5 Tron back into your credits, and that way you can still get your 3.3% a day. We've got 2,000 in the contract now, but I am going to build that up. I don't know, there's a lot of YouTubers who have quite a lot as well, but very early days for Bankroll. I do think Bankroll Luck, or Bank Luck as they call it, is going to be a game changer. I do think it'll get rid of all these kind of tokenized casinos to an extent. It'll give them a run for the money. And lastly, Trontopia. We've done a video about this probably a couple of months ago now, speaking to the devs in the Telegram group. Really keen to see this launched. It was going to launch in time to coincide with Tron betting the Tesla launch, and then they changed over and it didn't launch. So this is like the third time now there's a failed launch. I actually think they're just creating FOMO. I think there's nothing wrong with the game. Obviously, those of you who know me know we build websites for a living. We do online marketing. It doesn't take 48 hours. Well, it can take up to 48 hours, but it doesn't take 48 hours for the DNS to change over to a name server. I think it's bullshit, if I'm honest. I think what they're doing is just playing this, going to keep the FOMO going. I think they're going to drag it out now to the Tesla event ends. And once the Tesla event ends, and once they know what AAA are doing, I think that's when they'll launch. And then hopefully try and coerce some of these whales over from these other games. But yeah, that's it. I'm still only focusing on these ones at the moment. A lot of the other Dapps I kind of hit and miss. Be careful out there, peeps. Don't put too much money in what you can afford to lose. And until next time, everybody, goodbye.